guys, it's me, Katleho Bakela, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story, tell you guys a little story time. This video might be long, but I'm gonna try and keep it as short as possible. So if you wanna get comfortable, if you wanna get your snacks and stuff, you can quickly go and do that. I'm gonna wait for you while you do that. But in the meantime, this video is gonna be basically a story time about how I witnessed somebody getting hit by a car. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, let me tell y'all what had happened. So I was in grade 8 and I never usually used to walk home in grade 8 because my mom didn't want me to walk home alone. But anybody who knows me and knows where I live, they know that I stay like 5 minutes away from school, so I stay pretty close. I don't stay that far. So I used to walk home, like I started getting close with these two people. Now that's when we started walking home together. This was like maybe mid-year. I'm not gonna use their real names. There was 3 of us. It was myself, and I'm gonna call the girl Nomi, and I'm gonna call the guy Lee. So the 3 of us used to walk home from school together. We would usually walk home together, like not every day. I don't remember it being every day, but it was pretty frequent, right? So, you know, when we walked home together, you know, everything was fine. You know, we would laugh and, you know, it was, you know, we'd talk and stuff, you know, yeah, good vibes and everything. So they lived like further away from my house, so like where I live, you can like kind of like double up and go to another destination basically, right? So they would basically, I wouldn't say they would drop me off at home because I would cut by them to their double up, which is like just yeah, I'd cut by them to their double up, and then, you know, they'd walk and go, and then I'll turn around and go back home. So that was the usual standard procedure, things like that. That's how it worked and everything. Yeah. So there was this one day, right? There was this one day we were walking home, standard procedure, you know, we're laughing, talking, cool. Everything was cool, man. So now when we started approaching my house, because it was basically, my street is like here, so we walk down, then it's my street, right? So we would walk past my street to their double up, and they would walk up to their double up and then go home, right? So this double up was past like a few houses. I think it's like 2 houses or something, so that's like, it's like 2 houses. Would walk past those 2 houses, then would walk like through their double up or whatever, and they'd go, okay, cool. So on this specific day, one of those houses that we usually walk past, it was white people, because, you know, I live in the burbs and whatever. But yeah, so these white people, they were, you know, they were renovating, I think. I don't know what they were doing, but they were busy, you know, with their house and whatever. Okay, sharp. So these people had dogs, These people had dogs. I think they had like, it wasn't just one, maybe it was like 3. It was probably 3 dogs, So the gate was open, The gate was open, but in their defense, they did put like a cut box or something, like a thing, like to cover so that the dogs don't go outside. But obviously, I mean, dogs can jump. It wasn't even that high. It was like maybe like the gate is like this, right? The thing was like this high. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it wasn't even that high, like the dogs could like jump over if they wanted to or whatever. And of course, like, we didn't know, you know, like how these dogs would react to seeing us. We're black people. Black people are scared of dogs, guys, you know. And personally, I know I don't like dogs as much. And we're walking past this house, right? And then I remember we're walking on the side, so the house is here, and we're walking like on the side of the house, right? And then like it's the road, the streets, and then on this side it's like an open field or whatever. So now we're walking. Okay, cool. So I remember, I think it got a little bit quiet between the three of us. I remember I was walking in the middle, then it was Nomi, it was me in the middle, and it was Lee, right? So I was walking in the middle, and I noticed, we all noticed that the gate was open, nah. But I don't think we saw the dogs, because if we saw the dogs, we would have walked like on the other side of the road, right? So now we're walking. Okay, cool. Nah, as we're walking, what had happened was, that's when we started noticing there's dogs there. So these dogs, my nigga, these dogs just started running towards us out of nowhere. They started running towards us. We don't know what to do. Like it all just happened too quickly, too fast.
Quick in a hurry.
Like I said, we were scared of dogs. You understand? Being a darkie, you know, you understand? So we were scared of these dogs, and they honestly just came running towards us. I don't know if they were like barking or whatever, but obviously we thought the worst. They're gonna come here and attack us, of course. So I think myself and Nomi, I think we either stopped or we like moved back or something, but we just like stopped. Like I don't remember exactly what we did, but yeah. So Lee was walking on the side of the road. Lee decides, hey, let me go to the other side, without taking into consideration of like, is there a car coming, you know, or whatever. But I personally never heard a car coming, to be honest. I just feel like I was just focused on one thing. We were all just focused on one thing, so other things were just, you know, blocked out of our heads. But I never heard a car coming. So he decides, let me cross the streets, my G. So when he crosses the street, like as soon as he just went 2 minutes like zoom, and then a car just came and hit Lee, and when I tell you, this was the most traumatic experience one of the most traumatic experiences I've ever experienced. Like, guys, this was so traumatic. I might be, you know, what I'm about to tell you now, it might be a little bit extra and dramatic, or maybe I was seeing things. But when I tell you, I saw that nigga fly into the air. I'm telling you, I saw that nigga fly into the air. I don't even know, like, this was pretty, like, a while back, so I can't really remember, like, all the details and whatever. But, you know, I just saw him in the air. Maybe I was seeing things, but I literally saw him in the air. And I immediately went into, like, I don't know what, maybe let me call it panic mode. But I was like, yo, I couldn't believe it. Like, I genuinely could not believe it. I was like, what? Am I in a movie? Like, what just happened? So then I think I remembered, like, because he was on the ground at this point, and I remember like looking at him and seeing like his leg was just in a weird position, and I just couldn't believe it. That also made it like worse for me, because I hate seeing stuff like that. Like, his leg was just messed up.
We're messed up. Everything is messed up. I am messed up.
It was just something else. So I remember seeing that, and you know, that was like crazy for me. Meanwhile, while I'm busy going hysterical, I think I started crying at some point, and I was just in my panic mode and stuff like that. Nomi, on the other hand, she's quiet. Like, I think she was honestly in shock. Like, she's just quiet. She's not saying anything. I didn't know what to do. Like, you guys. But I quickly got my together, and I just quickly went, and I was like to Nomi, let's quickly go to my house and let's go call my mom. So before we walked past the house, I remember we ran into my mom. She was coming home, and she stopped us. She even offered, like, should she take them home and things like that. but they said no and whatever. So then we carried on walking. So I quickly told Nomi, I was like, let's quickly go to my house, let's go call my mom. So we had to leave him there, and I could see like she was in shock, so I couldn't leave her in that state. Yeah. So we quickly ran to my house, and I think that's when I started crying a bit. Yeah. And I was talking to Nomi, like trying to see like how is she, because she hasn't said anything this whole time. So we quickly got home. I told my mom, I'm like, yo, my friend just got hit by a car. Like, guys, this was so hectic. Like, this was tense, right? So I quickly told my mom, and then my mom called my oldest brother, and then they quickly came and we went back to the scene, right? So when we got back, the person that was driving the car was actually a lady, and she was also, oh, I forgot to mention this one thing. While I was busy in panic mode, right, this lady gets out of the car and she starts swearing us. She's like, what were you guys doing? Things like that. She's swearing us here. Like, my nigga, you literally like...
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
When we got back to the scene with my mom and my brother, luckily my brother did first aid. He tried to, you know, help and whatever. And also those people with the dog, the people that lived in that house, they came out, they were helping and things like that. And then my mom kept on saying, you know, must call the police, call the ambulance and things. I never even thought of that. Like, yo, the way I was like in so much shock, I never even thought of that. And then, you know, we did the whole procedure. We called the police, and then we called the ambulance. Well, obviously the police and ambulance came. But yeah, and then we called Lee's father and things like that. And yeah, you know, it was pretty hectic. And after a while, the ambulance came, but you know, at least the people that lived in the house also were just trying to help him and, you know, make sure that his leg is like not getting damaged, more damaged than it already was, like just trying to help him with the pain and things like that. But it was honestly just very traumatic for me, like, to be honest. But yeah, it was pretty bad. I think she was actually speeding because the car, if you could look at it, it actually had like a dent on the side of it, like a pretty like hectic dent. You can see that something happened. So she was also speeding in a residential area. The ambulance came, the security companies came, but let me tell you, the police themselves, did they ever show up? No, they never came. And you know what their excuse was? Their excuse was that they got lost. How you get lost? That time, let me tell you, the police station is right here. It's like maybe 5 minutes also. It's right here. It's not even that far. So I don't understand how they got lost, but they got lost. But anyways, yeah. So they took him to the hospital, and yeah, that was the end of that day. It was pretty hectic, to be honest with you. Like, it was honestly pretty hectic. I don't know what actually happened after that with like the whole case. I don't think the lady went to jail. I just think they just left it in the moya. But yeah, I remember then, you know, I went to school the next day. I shouldn't have went to school. I don't know why I went to school, but I went to school the next day, and a lot of people just came asking me, oh, what happened? Are you okay? Things like that. And obviously you can see I'm not okay. Like, you can see that I've been crying. I looked very traumatized. I was traumatized. Like, I was honestly very traumatized. I never thought I'd ever have to experience such a thing in my life, but I did. But yeah, and that was it. So as time went by, his leg got better, and you know, yeah, I think that is the end of the story time. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching the story time, and if you want me to make more story times, then you can just comment down below in the comment section. You guys never comment, you just watch the videos, and some of you like, some of you subscribe, but you never comment. So comment, tell me how the story made you feel, if you've ever been through a situation like this, and if you want me to do more story times, if you would like to see other content from me also, then you can also give me video ideas. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.